All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome to the Race and Flow podcast. Finally got my man Faysal Lawrence on the show.
Cheers,
long time overdue.
Cheers, buddy. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. If you would have told me I was gonna get beer, I would have came way sooner.
Well, you know, it's a Monday afternoon. You got to start drinking early during the week.
Oh yeah.
Fuck this. The weekend starts on Thursday. It starts on Monday for me.
Yeah. What do you have regular?
In fact, you should do your heaviest drinking earlier in the week on company time.
Yeah.
You know, right? I mean, like the weekends are your time. If you can drink and get your job done, you should drink on company time. And that includes flying airplanes or working heavy machinery. I don't care.
Yeah. Dude, what happened to like the fucking Mad Men lunch that they used to do?
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous of I love that show, but like, I mean, they literally walk in.
Expense accounts.
Yeah, dude. They walk in at 10:30, hit on the secretary, pour themselves a 4-finger scotch, and light up a cigarette. I mean, that's how they start their week.
Yeah, dude. Like
It sounds like a good way to start.
A little bit.
To be white and wealthy in the 50s.
Oh God. And a man.
Yeah.
And a man. Like, dude, it was great. Like, that's like, if that's what Trump's trying to talk to, like, going back to, okay, I'll vote for him next.
Yeah. See, the problem
I'll
with
vote for his third term.
I would agree. Yeah, I just got to figure out how to become, fully accepted in the white community between now and then.
Did you? Well, you could pass. You could pass.
Yeah, so could you if you shave the beard.
No, I cannot, dude.
Well, the Lawrence is not your real last name, is it?
No. It's
middle name.
No,
So-
I don't know. I thought it'd be easier, and then I got stuck with it. Because my mom always wanted to name me Lawrence, and then so I was like, oh, that'll be like my little ode to her, Faysal Lawrence. Maybe they'll be googling Jennifer Lawrence or Martin Lawrence and find me on accident.
Yeah.
And then it's like it was supposed to be my name. And
it's the opposite of what you want, because now you want to be more Arab.
So after I started,
Faysal Muhammad would have gotten a lot more gigs than Faysal Lawrence.
Yeah, it's like it was so stupid. I just like it, and I finally was like, you know what? I'm gonna use my last name, and like in acting and like writing, yeah, they'll put they just put Faysal Lawrence Al Hayat, which is like, it's one letter away from Al Qaeda. So anyway, but like it's funny because I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to go by. I tried to do it like years ago, and like the host of the Laugh Factory, like, hey, I'm going by my real name, Al Faysal Al Qaeda. Like, I'm not saying that shit. You're Faysal Lawrence.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, yeah, I'll just make it easier.
You're just kind of stuck with it. I get it.
Yeah, it's also kind of like it's also just kind of flows, I think.
It does. But you were saying you were in trouble with the law.
Oh, that was
what happened? Because I've had my troubles with the law. I've talked about it.
Have
on the
you?
podcast.
Yeah.
Was it a violent or non-violent crime?
Oh, non-violent.
Okay.
It was.
So how much drugs were you?
It was literally drugs.
I mean, there's only two things comedians do.
It was literally
get into fights or do drugs.
Yeah. I was doing them and helping sell. Kind of help. Well, it wasn't me directly. It was a company I worked for. Had that going. I was just doing like the books, and then they were doing it through the company, and I just knew about it. And then I was like, oh well, that's the end of me. They were like the biggest. And then I ended up pleading out for a year of just 1 year.
No jail time, just
no jail
okay.
time. And I served that 1 year during COVID. So it was like everybody was on fucking probation. I was like, dude, thank you.
Dude, I got pinched in West Texas right before COVID.
Yeah.
And it got adjudicated during COVID, and thank God it got dismissed because they didn't want me flying back to Texas to.
Oh God, you got lucky. No,
I
can't.
Oh yeah.
I've gotten gigs in Canada and I can't go. I'm like, unless I'm paying a lot of money to have someone do it. So it's like not worth the money. I'll like lose money. So I'm like, I gotta get bigger.
Can you not travel for like a whenever I go to Canada, I never tell them don't listen, Canadian border agents. I never say it's for work. I say it's for pleasure.
Well,
because I don't want to get into the whole where's your work visa, all this bullshit. But no, I'm going up to visit friends in Toronto.
I think you could still go for like comedy. But they pull up your record. So even if you have a DUI, you have to get like. You have to spend money like to get someone to, or you have to get some like clemency. Santino used to do that as a gig. That used to be his job before he like.
Oh, get people
help people get into Canada. Like that was like his day job until he like made it.
Okay.
And they only do it to us because we do it to them.
Yeah, because we're dicks about it.
Yeah, dude.
As if everyone down here doesn't have a DUI.
Dude, like Bill Burr, like because he got his DUI in Boston. There's those crazy Irish people get so many DUIs. It's not a felony until like your third one. It's like a 3-strike law.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh no. I remember.
Milwaukee's the same way. There's a lot of not all those north places are like that.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold, and it's like you're not what do you drive like 40 minutes or like it's like so.
It's
there's
not
nobody
that big
on the road.
Of a state. Yeah,
half the year snowdrift will catch them.
Yeah. It's just like that. Like Like the who's the chick that is up for her second trial in Boston?
Is it not Amanda Heard? Yeah, she supposedly killed her fucking trooper boyfriend.
Yeah, which it seems.
It's like a one syllable last name.
I forgot, but yeah,
Not Amanda Heard. It's like something.
Karen Reed.
Yep,
Karen Reed. There we go. It sounds like one of those like
Heard
Karen
Reed.
just too good to be true, but
Yeah.
it's like maybe.
Yeah. So she, like, dude, like she was. I don't know if you watched like the documentaries and stuff. Dude, she's out drinking and driving with cops, and they're like, "Yeah, it's fine. That's just we had 6 beers, and then
We drove home.
we went to the other bar, and then we had 6 beers, and then we drove and yeah, the fella died. Because she backed into him. How do you know you were blacked out? She backed into him. She's a piece of shit. She killed a trooper.
Yeah, it's a good Boston accent.
Oh, dude, that's one of my favorite accents.
Yeah. Dude, the craziest drinking and driving story I heard from Massachusetts. Actually, that's where I started comedy. So I started comedy. I'm from New York, but I started comedy in Boston before I moved out here.
Yeah.
And I was talking to some comedians, and they were like, "Oh yeah," because they're talking about Bill Burr's thing. Because a buddy of mine had just got one out there, and he's like, "Oh, dude, back in the day, he's like the guy who you remember the Miracle on Ice, the movie about it,
The movie or the actual thing?
well, the actual thing, but the Miracle on Ice, the actual thing, the goalie, that goalie, I forget his name, he fucking killed somebody with his car. He was drunk driving and killed somebody in like 81 or something like that, or 82.
Jesus.
He did I think he did no time behind bars.
Jim Craig.
Yep.
Well,
Jim Craig killed someone with his car. And I was just like, hey, it was his first DUI. I was like, it was his first one. We got to let him slide.
You know who else he killed? The commies.
He did.
So you know
He did kill the Russians on
Are
that
you? Do you care about this one broad who nobody remembers, or do you care about crushing?
He is
the
an American
USSR?
hero. Yeah, he is an American hero.
It's fine. Like the Lindbergh baby. That they killed that baby. They killed that baby, but they're like, he's an American hero.
Would we let General Patton get away with a few DUIs? I think so.
Dude, we let
Eisenhower, he can run over some people because he saved democracy.
dude like it's like when you're good at something and people like you get away with it. Like, did Kobe rape that girl? No, because I'm from LA and he's innocent. That shit. But even if he did.
I love the honesty of that, buddy. Because they say, because I'm a fan of LA. Of course you didn't rape her.
No, I'm
if I was a Boston fan, he's a rapist. Because I'm not.
The king of LA is Magic Johnson, and then the prince was Kobe.
That's a great question. Do you guys do LA fans, like, who do they consider amongst, because you're a local LA guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised here.
Yeah, born and raised. Not far from here, actually.
Who is like the guy? Because I mean, Kobe's up there, but he's recent. You know, like you ask anybody in Boston, and it took years before Tom Brady passed Ted Williams as being like
Really?
the guy.
Even Bird?
Yeah, Bird.
I thought Bird was like, you guys love
Bird. I think
Or not
Bird
you guys,
beat Ted
but
Williams, but then Brady beat Bird.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So is Kobe number 1 now, or is he still number 2 behind Magic?
Well, I think the thing is, like, we like, as much as like they love Magic, it's just, I think it's just also like, just I'm a millennial, like, you know,
Age thing.
It might be an age. Like, I think but everybody universally really loves Kobe because I think it's because he was also better, like, talented wise.
Yeah.
But just that, like, that drive, the like being the Black Mamba, being like
I think it also helps that he died tragically.
That's what I was gonna say.
Everyone remembers somebody who dies tragically with much rosier colored glasses than if he died,
Dude,
over a long life.
That's the other thing. Like, you know, he was like, it's like, oh, he died. And it's like he
with his daughter on a
his
helicopter
like,
with
it's
other
just,
teenagers.
it makes it's like it adds to the legend that he was already legendary. And it's so funny because when I think about it with him, I'm like, I could never picture Kobe Bryant being an old man.
Yeah,
I could never picture that dude being. I wish he did,
because tall people don't live long. That's a fact.
Yeah, but he's not like freakishly tall. He's above. He's in the 1% of society, but he's not. It's not like he's Yao Ming.
Yeah.
Like,
good point.
If you would have told me, like, you were like, hey, Magic Johnson's gonna be healthy and alive after getting AIDS, and Kobe's gonna die before his 42nd birthday, I'd be like, you're fucking high.
You're crazy. Well, and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar outlived all of them. He's still alive.
Well, we still got time. Dude, Magic is like the best. Magic Johnson, though, is like the best human being you'll ever meet in your life. Like, so fills up a room, super generous, super sweet.
Yeah.
And like, dude, that guy, I'm like, is this just you, or are you like, is there a camera? Like, why are you being this nice? Dude,
yeah.
He's so generous.
Well, you hope that your heroes are that way.
Yeah.
It's always sad when you find out they're not. Like, I was reading this, it just got re-released again, or like it got posted on social media, but I'd heard it before. But George Clooney famously,
super nice, right?
After he sold Casamigos, he took his 14 closest friends, paid for them to fly out to his palace in Lake Como, Italy.
Yeah.
You had a whole weekend for them. At the end of the weekend, they had like a big dinner. Mm-hmm. And you had these like these like ushers,
yeah.
butlers, whatever you want to call them, whores.
Oh, I thought they had the Diddy party and
After the freak off.
After the freak off, he let them finish on him because he's. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, but at the dinner he brought out 14 suitcases, and in it was $1 million in cash for each of the 14 guys at the table. And some of them were, some of them had done all right in lives. One of the guys was like, yeah, I was a fucking bartender at the airport. It was just a buddy of his from growing up, from like his childhood. Yeah. And he goes, these are all a gift to you. He goes, all of you have to take it or none of you get it. And don't worry, the taxes are paid on it. It's not, trust me, this is not me. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten this far without you guys. He gave away $14 million, which, before taxes, probably more like $25 million.
Jesus.
In cash to his friends. That's what I would do if I was rich. I can't wait for the day to hand $1 million in cash to a buddy of mine for no reason.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to make it, so I can hand my deadbeat buddies money.
Dude, I probably, I'm so generous now, so if I got money, I'd probably just be broke again. If I had George Clooney's money, I'd be like, they'd be like, hey, aren't you George Clooney? And like, why are you waiting on my table? I'm like, can I just tell you about the specials? Because like, bro, I spent it all. Do you know what's funny about Casamigos? That like, so do you know like how that like got started? It was just for him and his buddies.
It was him and Randy Gerber, but I don't know.
So like, he literally just had the tequila, and he was making so much of it. The Mexican government was like, if you want to make this quantity, it has to be sold publicly.
So it was like private stock.
It was private stock. And then he was like, I don't want to. Like, you cannot make this much tequila
in the country and not sell it commercially.
And not sell it commercially. So he had to. And then, like, it used to be good. It sucks now.
Yeah.
It used to be good.
Like anything else.
I mean, they're not a sponsor, are they?
No, don't worry.
Dude, all those celebrity tequilas suck. Except for, you know who has a good one, actually? RZA.
I love RZA, and I haven't tried his tequila, but I've given
it's fucking like $70 a bottle. Yeah, it tastes like someone copied Fortaleza.
Oh, really?
Which is one of my favorite tequilas. And then dude, try Lalo too. That shit's good.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
What's RZA's? Do you know what RZA's is called?
Vuvrik or Vuver, something with a VU. I remember I tried it.
Oh, so like a Wu-Tang thing with a V?
I don't think so. I
Wu-Tang Clan?
Riazul.
Riazul?
What the fuck?
Rizul?
Is that it? Are you sure? Because I think he has a different.
Could be wrong.
I think it starts with a VU. I did it like I tried it like.
Maybe it's pronounced with a VU, but it's R.
I don't know.
A French thing.
I don't know. I was probably drunk when I tried it.
You know how the French are.
It probably isn't even RZA. It's probably just some black. It was just some black guy. It was just some black guy from Yonkers. Some black guy from Yonkers.
Some black guy at the bar telling you fucking
Vuelo. That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I know two things: booze and cologne.
Yeah. So where are you from? What's your background? Are you what form of Arab?
Well, I'm Chinese. First of all, I'm mixed. I'm half Iraqi and half Saudi.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's Sunni and Shia territory.
No, they're mostly Sunni.
Oh, I'm thinking of Iran, Iraq, right?
Yeah, you're on Iraq. Yeah, you bigot. Those are Persian. Those are Persians.
Well, I mean, you guys are all just,
Hey, you all sell me a cell phone at one point, right? No,
yeah. I worry when you all get on the plane with me.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. It's funny because people are like, well, Iran and Iraq, that's like Mexico and El Salvador. I'm like, no, it's more like Mexico and Brazil. Like, they don't even speak the same language or like genetically. They're actually closer than we are. I mean, we went over there and gave them an alphabet and raped their women. But
do you speak Arabic?
I do.
Okay.
Like not like amazing, but I can get it. It was my first language.
And were your parents born there and then came here?
Yeah, my mom is the Saudi. My dad was Iraqi, and he was wilding out here. He had 3 failed marriages, and then they sent him back to go meet a good Arab woman. The arranged
marriage thing.
Arranged marriage because they're like no more. Like he had he had 2 divorces, and I go back, and then he brought us here. And dipped when I was 5, so I was like, oh, thanks for the green card. And anyway, but yeah, like no, he'd been here since he was like 18, like went to Pepperdine, UCLA, like and he's one of those guys that like when you meet someone who's been in America where like they sound American, but then they say something and you're like, that guy's not from here.
Yeah,
that's my dad. That was my dad, because he would be like, he's like, you always have to say, oh, you're such a smart Alex. I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Just fucks it up a little bit.
Yeah, you're a smart dad. He's like, you want to have your cake, but you will not eat it. I'm like, oh, what is this? I don't think this guy's from here. And he was like, I guess I got my pretending to be American thing from him, because he went by, his name was Mustafa, but he went by Mo. Yeah, that's where I got the Faysal Lawrence idea.
Yeah, have you been over to the Middle East?
Yeah, I've visited Saudi, not like since I was a like teenager but I would see my family in other countries because Saudi wasn't fun. Now it's cool.
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's great.
Riyadh, yeah, I mean it was really
Riyadh, like my family mostly on my mom's side almost a lot of them live in Riyadh. I have an uncle in like Denmark. We're spread out.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, dude, no, I've visited them in Egypt, or I'll go to Beirut, I'll go to Europe, like because I didn't even.
Oh, so you've been to Beirut? I've been to Beirut.
Beirut's
how
fun.
fucking cool is Beirut?
Dude, Beirut's
underrated.
amazing.
Beirut,
Dude. Yeah,
I mean, now you might not want to go. It's pretty dangerous, but
I don't know. I heard it's pretty. I heard it's still popping off.
Yeah, it was dangerous when I was there, but it was so fun.
Well, the day I left is they had like a freaking like march in the streets, like they were starting to.
Oh, some new protests about something.
Yeah, it's a protest, and I was like, well. I hope this plane takes off.
Yeah, exactly.
And but dude, those guys party. They're my favorite. They're like the funnest Arabs.
Well, the thing, what I think about it is, and I was talking about the people that I met there. It's like you guys really you guys party like there's no tomorrow because there might not be. I mean, like,
I guess.
because there'll be like a brand new beautiful hotel put up, and then a bombed out building next to it, and then a brand new beautiful hotel.
You saw bullet holes.
Yeah, there's bullet holes in their like famous statues.
Yeah,
and
that was
squares.
crazy.
And so, when's that from? Oh, that's from 1981. Oh, those bullets are from the 97 revolution. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, like every 10 years there's one.
Yeah.
So I feel like they party like there's no tomorrow because there might not be for them.
That's part of it.
They really, I feel like they really believe it. Like, fuck it. Tonight might be the last night we're out here.
It's like, yeah, dude. I remember I went to my first like rave over there. I went to like my cousin lived there at the time, and then she was like, "We're gonna go to concert." I was like, "Who is it? Armin van Buuren?" I never heard of him at the time, but I know he's like a big DJ.
Yeah.
I mean, I love house music, but I mean that's trance. But anyway, the girl I slept with that night was also trance. But I'm kidding. They don't let those in the Middle East, bro.
Yeah. They don't call them that out there.
That's what made me laugh about they're saying the boxer chick was trans. I'm like, what trans woman's living openly in a Muslim country?
Yeah.
I was like, she's so, you know what the fucked up thing is that dude, she looks so ugly that everyone's like, yeah, I see it. And she just had to read these articles like it's like I'm a woman. It's like
that is the thing they don't talk about with this trans acceptance movement is that when you assume someone is and they're not, how fucking disrespectful it is to that person,
dude.
Like oh yeah, I can see how that's not a woman. That's not a guy. That's a girl. Look at him, he's feminine. It's like no, I'm actually a man. Like,
so what?
What the fuck, dude? Like,
oh, yeah. Like sure you're a pal. Wherever you identify as, it's good for you.
It's like no, I'm an actual man. Like no, you're not. I'm like no, I am.
No,
like
no.
it's so belittling.
It's
so belittling.
It's. I'm like, I'll just call you whatever the hell you want to be called. But yeah, no. Anyway, so I went there and they were like, dude, they started drinking. Like they were like impressed with me because I was able to keep, and I didn't do drugs at that time. I was like, I just only drank. And so I remember like the concert went to like 6, 7 a.m. and then they went to an after party.
Oh yeah.
And but like I remember like at the concert, the guy pulled me, like the bartender pulled me over. He's like, hey, you're the only one here who's drink whiskey because everybody here drink vodka. You're a real man. You know how I know? I was like, no. He's like, I opened this bottle with you. It's done, and you're the only one to come here, and you are fine. And he's like, Habibi. Yeah.
Did they tell you you're an American?
Yeah.
Dude,
and
right away. They smelled it on me right. I mean, not that I don't look American or whatever, but
you could pass for Lebanese because they're mixed with French, so they're
they might have thought it was French or. They got a lot of fucking. They
also have a lot of European. Yeah,
it's a lot of Europeans.
Dude, it used to be like the Europeans like party place all the time.
Yeah, but apparently something about the way I walk around. One guy said, "Were you Donald Trump's son?" Because I went there like 2017.
Oh.
I go, "No." He's like, "You're walking around here like carrying the world. You're clearly American." He's like, like no one's gonna fuck with you because you don't have security.
Did you plant a flag where you walked?
No, because he's the way you walk around like you own the place and you're clearly American. No, like usually people are like, oh, we should fuck with this American, but like if he's walking around without security, he must be important. Like he.
Nah, bro,
he must be Donald Trump's son
or
some diplomat's kid. Like we can't fuck with this guy.
Yeah,
like,
Jason Bourne.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm Jason Bourne.
Dude, it was funny. I remember because I was like younger when I went. I was like around 2011. That's when I went. So and I remember I was like just knocking back drinks, and I'm like, hell yeah. And it's also like really cheap.
Dude,
I got
crazy. Actually,
I actually got stuck with the bottle. They like there was a group of people that my cousin who was a whore. She
What's her number? No.
I'll send you your OnlyFans. Anyway, the only Saudi on OnlyFans. It's a niche market.
Money.
No, I'm kidding, but she sucks. Anyway, no. So her friend stuck me with the tab at a club like for the ball service.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh fuck, I don't have any money for this. Yeah.
No, and it was $150.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, bring another bottle.
Yeah, double it up.
It was 100. It was 150 like for the whole night. I was like, what? I was like, well, can I do the convert? Like, oh, what is this? This must be in like British pounds or dinars.
Yeah.
And like, no, this is American $150. I was like, shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. You look like a prince down there,
dude. That the only cheaper country. Well. Yeah, Bali. That place is fucking cheap.
I haven't been to Bali yet. Colombia was cheap the first time I went.
Yeah.
I went to Colombia a couple times.
I heard Colombia is really cheap, and I heard the...
yeah, but the word's out now. The fucking passport bros go. Once Americans show up, they fuck everything up.
That's why I wanted to go to Bali, because I wanted to go to Bali for like literally over a decade, and I'm like, I gotta get there because the Australians are ruining it. They're the bros.
That's their Tulum. You know,
that's their... and they're living there too, and they're like, and it's so funny because like it's so funny when you tip as an American somewhere, and then they're like, don't bring your tipping culture here, and I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, do you not want the money?
No, it'll be an Australian telling me not to give the Belizean person money. Like, and they're like, don't bring the tipping culture here, and I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, dude, no, I went to Australia and tipped them. They're like, we don't need. It's like, here's your money back. I'm like, no, that's for you. It's like, no, we won't really do tips. I'm like,
I understand.
But it's still fucking free money. Like, I know you guys don't do it, but I'm a dumb American. Take my ignorant money.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like I understand, like from like okay, like well,
their bartenders make $22 an hour in Australia, which is crazy.
And they don't need no tips.
Exactly. That's why they gave me back the fucking money.
You say how much an hour?
$22 an hour.
That's not a lot.
No, but this was like 6-7 years ago. And dude, you're not getting that anywhere in the. What the fuck are you doing? Where's the minimum wage $22 an hour? Not even in this state is minimum wage $22 an hour.
If you work like
In-N-Out's like 20 right now.
Yeah,
well, that's not minimum. That's above the minimum wage.
No, but like the minimum wage is like $15. Like, do you think?
Yeah, but it's like 6 years ago.
What's that? Okay. So I can see that. But no, I think they make way more than that because it's also so yeah.
Well, they make a living wage.
They make a living.
I mean, their rent is like $400 a month.
It's basically like it's included in the price, and people have tried that here, and people get pissed off, and it's just our culture.
It just doesn't work. Yeah,
we like it on the merit system. You do good, you get reward. You don't
I kind of equate it to us still using feet and pounds instead of kilos and centimeters. It's like we're just stuck. That's how our brain's wired that way. We're not going to change it.
I like it though because dude, if you go to like Italy and you're not at like a nice place, you might not see the server in a while. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I will say that service in other countries does suck.
It does, unless you're at like the fucking Four Seasons or something. And like, dude, in Bali, it was great, but and even they included 10% like by thing, and I give them more. But I remember I went to so there's this festival called Mad Cool in Spain. My girlfriend, we happened to be like in Europe for a wedding. And I'm like, hey, would you want to go to a festival for one day? And it was like their version of Coachella. It answers the question like, what if Coachella had the budget of a church carnival?
Okay.
No, but it was fun because nobody was on their phones, nobody's taking pictures really, and it was cool. But and they had it was like you weren't. So it was just like you tap your bracelet to pay for things.
Yeah.
It was connected to your account, and I was in like we got VIP tickets. And like the drinks are discounted. That was cool too. Like it was like $8 for a cocktail, dude.
Which is reasonable at a goddamn festival.
At a festival?
Yeah.
At a festival? Are you kidding me, dude? It was like, and I think they even had like special. It was just, I think a double was like 12.
Yeah.
So it's like so it was great. And then I was tipping. I tipped because I just and then like the girl would come back to me right away because I'm tipping.
Yeah.
So and then they were like and then she got in trouble. And then somebody yelled at me like, you can't bribe her. I was like, I'm not bribing her. I'm sorry, I'm American.
Well, no, unless you can bribe her. If there's anything we've learned about in the Western culture is that you can pay for service.
Exactly.
Bribery works.
I'm also half Saudi. That's just my culture.
Yeah, right.
Anything can be fixed
the
with
Qataris
money.
gave Donald Trump a plane and he answers the phone now.
Yeah.
This is how it works. Okay?
Yeah,
you pay for what you get.
Yeah. What do you? He's like, all right, what do you want? You want to take the Virgin Islands? We don't even use that shit anymore. They're not virgins anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You want the Florida Keys? We don't
want the Florida Keys? He's like, whatever. I'll give you the keys to Florida. Whatever. Yeah, dude, it's so funny because did you like? It's so funny with Trump though, because like fucking, you know how like Diddy, like some people are thinking like he might get pardoned from that.
Well, yeah, because he talked about it last week.
And then 50 Cent is like trying to block him.
Oh well, 50's hate of Diddy's my favorite.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's so petty. This this doesn't affect you. It's like, I'm going out of my way to fuck up your life.
Yes. I can't wait. I mean, Netflix already signed a deal with 50 Cent to do the documentary on Diddy.
Oh, God, that's amazing.
I'm anxiously awaiting.
I hope he narrates it.
Yes. There's not been, and I'm a big documentary fan. There's not been a documentary in the last 20 years I've been more eager to see.
Oh, God,
than this one. Dude. I mean, of course, it's going to come out after the trial's over, but I can't wait.
But like if Diddy wants out of jail, all he has to do is just back channel and talk to Trump. Be like, hey, you want to like just send him a nice whatever.
Tell him you like him.
Give him your house.
Yeah,
because you're not going to use it.
Yeah, make one reel saying I support Donald Trump. Here's $1 million, and you're out. Like one Instagram reel and you're saying you support Donald Trump and $1 million, and you're out.
Dude, it's as much as I don't care for him, it's a great businessman.
No, well this is what I don't like about Donald Trump is how nickel and dime he is. He's a fucking rug merchant. The guy's the president and he's nickel and diming the president. $1 million got one guy. Last week he pardoned a guy who stole $10 million from a nursing home system. He took $10 million of employees and some of the people who were staying there as checks.
Yeah.
And he got sentenced to 4 years and a $4 million restitution payment. His mom, this guy's mom who got convicted, went to a $1 million a plate fundraiser for Donald Trump. She had a private conversation with him. 3 weeks later, he gets the pardon. I'm like, $1 million?
Hey.
If I was the president, it's $1 billion to start getting you off of anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be the American president, do it the American way. Make the number higher than any other government.
Isn't he supposedly a billionaire? Like
that's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. He's like, it's not about the money. It's about the respect.
Yeah, he's taking nickels. He's stepping over dollars, taking nickels. Like,
what
are you doing? What are you doing?
That's I understand how he's been bankrupt twice.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get more than $1 million out of this.
Yeah, he's worth billions and he's stealing millions.
The guy paid the government.
No wonder he's fucking bankrupt.
The guy paid the government $4 million. I'd be like, well, you got to at least give me $4 million.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you stole, I get.
Yeah, dude. It's like, how valuable is it to you? Like, dude, like
this is my and I don't want any U.S. politician stealing, but if you're gonna do it the American way. Steal big. Yeah. Like look at Dick Cheney, right? Dick Cheney stole $500 million from the U.S. Treasury, giving Halliburton no bid contracts when he was the former CEO of Halliburton and owned a huge amount of their shares, and no one said a word. If Donald Trump's overcharging the Secret Service by 20% to stay at his hotel when he golfs. Yeah, it's like you're not stealing big enough, Donald. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Donnie, up the number, buddy.
I do love that, and then they
do it the American way. Don't insult us.
And then they have to watch all his kids, so they have to hire more staff. But then he's also slashing the budget. He's like, wow, who gave him the corner suite? You said they need to be in the corner suite. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a great room.
Yeah, he's cutting the Secret Service budget and then wondering why people are taking shots at him. Yeah, it's like, well, because you don't have enough people looking at you, buddy. You don't have enough security. Hire more security for yourself.
Yeah,
don't steal from yourself, Donald.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, it's so funny. But remember, he's the people's president.
Well, look, I've always said this about democracy. You don't always get what you vote for, but you definitely get what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna have an ignorant, unattentive, sort of cynical group of people, they're gonna elect a guy who's like that. Look, I get why people voted for him, and I don't hate people who voted for him. What I don't get is how they keep making excuses for him not living up to their own standards. Like all the things he said he's going to do for them, he hasn't even done.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done some of it, but not, he hasn't lowered prices. He hasn't made getting a house easier. I mean, all this talk about illegal immigration, there's still, he was talking about deporting 3,000 people a day. He's not even up to 1,000 people a day.
I don't know. I've seen a lot less people at Raider games, but I don't know if it's because they suck or they're just actually getting rid of the Mexicans. It might be that they suck. Never mind.
Yeah, it's probably more that they suck.
Dude, I feel bad for that fucking. I feel bad for the Raiders because they haven't won since like before I was born.
Oh,
and
dude, I don't know.
and that fan base is getting deported.
I'm a Jet fan, dude.
Oh, you? Oh, God. Oh, never mind. I feel bad for you.
The Raiders have won at least in this decade. You know? They went to a Super Bowl in 2000 with Rich Gannon. There's more than I could say for
Did
the
they
Jets.
go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they lost. They lost to the Tampa Bay Bucks in 2000.
Oh, the most one-sided Super. I forgot about. No, that's 2002 or one.
One. Sorry,
Because
one.
2000's when
Yeah.
the Rams won.
That's right.
Oh no, that was not. Or was it 99? No, that was 2000. It was
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been. So the funny thing about the Rams is I've actually always been a fan. Like they're not like a new team for me. I was a fan.
Well, that's the thing I learned about actual true LA fans. Like, you know Ralph Guerra, the comic. Ralph Guerra.
Yeah, sorry, I just took a big goal.
Yeah, okay. He's also like a tried and true LA guy. He's like, I'm a Rams fan because my parents were Rams fans when the LA Rams were still in LA in the 70s and 80s. Then they left, then they came back, then they left again. He's like, so I've been with them even throughout their whole time in St. Louis.
Yeah, I was a St. Louis
Yeah.
Rams fan.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I was like, I just got my team to move to here. Like, dude, I was like,
You move back home. That'd be like the Dodgers moving back to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how big of a move it was for the Rams to come back to LA.
Yeah.
It'd be like the LA Dodgers to move back to Brooklyn, New York.
yeah, it was like they literally is just because we wouldn't build them a stadium, which is smart. And then they were like over there, and then they wouldn't build them a new stadium, and like Stan Kroenke bought it like knowing he was gonna move it, and we all knew like, dude, we all knew he was bringing it back, and dude, SoFi is so great, and dude, I like it, like I've been like, it's my favorite team.
I was gonna say, yeah, answer that because I asked you earlier, like who's on the Mount Rushmore of LA, LA sports. Obviously, you said Kobe's
Kobe.
number one, but in terms of the teams, I think the Lakers are number one, right? But who's number two?
I don't know. It's
Really?
1A 1B with Dodgers.
Really, because the Lakers got
Remember,
here.
we got a lot of Mexicans.
And they haven't been here long enough to remember when either team was in another city.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, what is it? Freaking the
Well, one was in the 50s. And
yeah, when they had separate water fountains for Jackie Robinson.
they had a separate locker room for Jackie.
Jackie Robinson. Yeah, they had separate. They like all right. They're like, they literally would make him shower after they showered. And they had so many Jewish people on the team, and that guy was like, "Thank God the black guy's here, so they stop bullying me."
Snyder, the owner, the Jewish owner, would tell the black guy to hose off out back.
Yeah, dude, it was. Well, you're laughing a little too hard.
No, it's just so fucked up to think about. Like, the best player on their team couldn't shower with the team.
Yeah,
he had to hey, you go out back.
I think there was like, did you watch that movie? The Jackie Robinson movie?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Good. I didn't want to cancel you.
I did.
And just like objectively, no, like sugar. Wasn't it the greatest movie you've ever seen in your life ever? Next to Caitlyn Jenner's documentary. This has an LA. No, it was a great movie.
It was a great movie. It was one of my favorite baseball. I mean, my favorite baseball movie is obviously Major League.
Oh,
nothing beats Major League.
1 and 2.
Yeah, I was watching 2 today.
Dude, I love 2.
I was watching 2 right before I got here.
And dude, if I smoked weed, I'd watch 3.
Back to the big leagues.
How do you, Mike? You know
who's like breakout role? Who's that guy? Walter Goggins. He's in that movie.
Yeah,
he still has a full head of hair. He's starting to recede, and then he went bald, and then he got the hair plugs and went bald again. Like, you can't do that if you don't.
I forgot Walter Goggins.
That guy's
was
a
in
cool guy.
Dude, I mean, well, I love anybody who's been around forever and then like becomes big later in their career.
Me too. Yeah.
Him, Walter Goggins, the guy who
Walton.
Oh, it's Walton. I never
Walton.
see. I see that. Like
Sorry,
the
Walton
thing,
Goggins.
we we only have to learn his name recently. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I used to just call him Shane from the.
Yeah, I mean, fucking
The Shield?
I used to call him Teeth. The guy with the teeth. Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, that dude.
The guy who played the
Played a trans
Succession,
chick in Sons of Anarchy.
the guy who was in Super Troopers and then was the lead in Succession.
Oh, wait.
The old guy.
The league. Oh yeah,
Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
But Brian Cox is like an established.
Yeah, he's a-
act-
Yeah, but
I
he
guess
was,
like
he was a character actor until the lead in Succession, and then he became like
I think
the guy.
I think in
so
Europe,
long.
I
Yeah.
think, but I think he was like an established actor before our time, and
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
especially in the UK. He was
Theater stuff and UK stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's one of those like real
dude.
real
he's like,
thespians.
He is real thespian.
Yes.
Dude, talk to him. I've talked to him actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Super Troopers is so far beneath Brian Cox.
Yeah,
I think it's his best work. I honestly think it's his best work.
Yeah, it's because he has the thick ass like Scottish accent.
Oh, bro.
Like it's not. I don't even know if it's Scottish. I think it's more like North. You know how they almost sound Scottish.
Yeah, old English white is what I call it.
Yeah. He's like I heard him say something about he called yogurt. And I was like, oh.
Dude, you know what fucked me up is that when after I watch, so I'm always late to a series, but I kind of do it on purpose. Like, oh, this is a series. I'm like, great.
So you can watch it all.
I want to binge it all at once. So I watched The Wire probably 5 years ago.
Dude, I still need to. I have not started.
So
I heard it's like one of the best shows ever written.
So good. But the two leads, Jimmy McNulty, and Stringer Bell.
Idris Elba?
Yeah, Idris Elba, and I forget the actor's name who plays Jimmy McNulty. But Jimmy McNulty.
You just had this poor guy on IMDb all day.
I know, right? Oh no, he knows. He's the director. Jimmy McNulty was British, is Australian, and Idris Elba is British, and they both do Baltimore street accents so well. I was like, I thought these guys were like for fucking
Dominic West.
Dominic West. I was like, that's how another good actor. Like, whoa, that's how they sound in real life. They played those characters. They played them that well. It was astonishing.
Dude, I did not know Idris Elba was British forever. And
right?
I kept seeing him. I didn't even. I've never seen The Wire, but I saw him in other things, and I was like, damn, that guy's cool. He has a cool voice. And then I fucking heard him talk, and I was like, what the hell, dude? I want to fuck this guy. No, I want him to fuck me. Actually, dude, that guy is so cool. And I was like, he's a Cockney as fuck, dude. Like, oh god, my girlfriend's family's actually her dad's from England.
Is your girlfriend also Arab?
Oh no, I never dated an Arab.
Really?
I banged an Arab. I've never dated an Arab.
Really? How do your parents feel about that?
No, mine's cool. Okay. So I just have one parent. So I was like,
same.
Yeah. My mom's always been. My mom loves her. My mom's through the roof. Like I piss her off, and I annoy her all the time. My mom be like I remember one time I told her like we got into a fight, and my mom went to go buy flowers. Like, you take it, you fix it, you don't lose this one. 15 years of crazy women, you finally get one good one. But everyone thinks she's Arab.
Oh, she's swarthy looking.
She's what?
Swarthy.
I
dark complexion.
No. She has like a nice. She's like brown. So she's half Mexican.
Okay.
And half white.
Okay.
Her parents live in England. She's from LA though too.
Okay. Hopefully her papers are in order.
No. She's born and raised here. Good. But her parents like retired and went back to England.
Gotcha.
Her dad's fucking dope. He's my drinking buddy. It's like so nice to have a drinking buddy because everyone in my family's like Muslim. So it's like I have my uncle. Yeah. I have my uncle that moved to Europe because he hates Arabs.
Yeah. Those from the British Isles have a cocktail.
Yeah. He's actually Irish by blood, like half Irish, half British. So she's basically a quarter British, quarter Irish, quarter Yaqui Indian Mexican. So she's like, but somehow that makes her look Arab. Everyone thinks I'm the Dominican one. She's the Arab. Like we get switched. And like, dude, it's so funny because you know our friend Jamie Kennedy, like, yeah. So like I was his feature for a while, and then he was like, "Hey, I'm Patty, bro. You got yourself a little Habibti."
That's a good Jamie Kennedy.
I do great impressions, but only of comics. And then but yeah, I was like, no, she's actually Mexican. I was like, what? Yeah, bro, I think you need to get an ancestry, but don't let him steal your information, bro. But we need to find out I think she might. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I was like, yeah, we have the pictures of the hospital. I don't know, man.
I have her long form birth certificate, like Barack Obama.
Yeah, but it's funny because like when we went to Milan, it's like it's not racism. It's not racist. You know, Italians are racist as fuck, but yeah. But it was curiosity. They're like, oh, those.
What's going on over there?
Like, because they're like, and I was like I just kept like turning and looking at me, and I'm like, there's Saudis everywhere, and my mom was like, it's because you guys look Saudi. But don't dress Saudi. Yeah, you dress like you have good fashion. You're not flashy.
Yeah,
like,
Westerners, clearly Westerners.
No, like like whatever. Like you know, like.
Well, she wasn't wearing a fucking veil, you know. Like,
yeah, I mean, no, like Saudis are like they could go either way.
Yeah,
like once they leave the country.
Only in country do they wear the garb.
Dude, and they don't even wear that anymore. It's not even mandatory anymore. So like they but it's funny because
it isn't good.
No, they got MBS is doing great things. And I'm not saying that because I fear for my life. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
And I'm rid of a bone saw.
No, yeah. Hey, you want to pay $19 a gallon? Shut the fuck up. Do you know what that guy had his hand in? In a bone saw. No, that whole.
That's why I don't besmirch Tim Cook. I want my iPhone to be cheap.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, dude. No, it's funny, but like,
gay pride.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, we're gonna get regulated to. We're gonna get regulated to fucking Truth Social if you don't shut the fuck up.
I'm fucking around.
I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
That's how this podcast is. We run free with that.
I liked it. I was hungover as shit.
Yeah, man. No reading, no research, just strong opinions. That's what we do. On this.
Yeah, no reading, no research, no reading, but conviction.
Exactly.
It's conviction. No, dude.
Just certain of my ignorance.
Yeah, dude. All you have to do. Cheers to that. Dude, that's the best. Like, I like. It's always the dumbest person from your freaking graduating class that tells you to do your own research.
Oh,
I used to copy off my test.
I've had this argument recently with people. Really? They're like, do your own research. I'm like, first of all, I didn't do my own research when I should have. And I was good in school, but I was like, yeah, I'm doing my own research. I would do the cheat. It's easier. What are we? I'm trying to get to the result I want, not to get to the fucking truth.
Yeah.
I want to get the grade so I can pass the class so I can get into college. I don't give a shit about learning anything.
Yeah. My girlfriend always says, "What I know everything, and what I don't know, I'll make up."
Yeah. I found that if you keep repeating if you repeat what you believe is true loud enough, people will eventually just come around.
Well, the white women call that actualizing. I think that you speak it into existence.
It's like the truth, the secret, or whatever.
Hey, it's not. It's not a lie if you believe it.
Yeah, I put it on my vision board. It's my truth.
It's my truth.
Yeah, right.
All right, no.
My truth,
dude. My truth. That sounds like a good social media platform.
Yeah,
they should make that for idiots.
Is it a true social? My truth social?
Just like my truth social. It's just blatant lies, but you believe them.
Is everybody putting up bullshit?
It's basically like Twitter now.
It's basically like all social media apps now.
Dude, what the fuck? Dude, you know what's so funny? I deleted Twitter.
Because good for you.
I deleted it. It's not like I had 1 million followers. I mean, I just deleted it because it was either like watching someone get beheaded or porn half the time, and that stuff was cool. But then, but no, it just became like so like it became a fucking dump.
It really is.
And so then I went on the threads, and they're fucking awful too. It's a different type of awful.
Yeah, social media appeals to your lizard brain. To everyone, the goal of it is to keep you on it, so they want you outraged. I was talking about this with Dean Del Rey. He's like, yeah, you want negative comments because that's what the algorithm rewards. They want people fucking going at each other constantly.
You know what Threads does now? It finds something that it finds the most negative opinion and puts it right on your feed, even if you're not following. They do that because they want interaction. They want you to debate.
Yeah,
and that's what dude. It'll be they'll be the most I'm liberal. I'm a registered Democrat. They see who I follow. They see whatever and then it'll be like the first. I just pull up my threads. I bet you if I pull it up right now, it's always like something like, and I'm also Arab, so that I've literally seen this like, Islam is literally a religion that caters to terrorism, and it'll be the first thing. I've literally read that before. If I pull it up right now, it'd be like Arabs named Faysal are fucking gay, and I'm like, who fucking let this?
Some bot made it for you.
Yeah, just like, it's just like, or it'll be like California is a cesspool for sodomy, and like it just says like things to like get me. And I'm not taking a debate. But sometimes I fucking just troll. That's all you have to do now. You can't like respond. You can't have a debate with people.
Well, dude, I knew the Democrats were going to lose the last election just because I make memes. So because I make them, I get a lot of them sent to me.
Yeah, of course.
From other people.
That's why I stopped.
Or from the algorithm, and the avalanche of right wing memes that were way funnier and way more shareable. Than the left wing. They're gonna fucking lose the election in a landslide. There's gonna be a bloodbath.
I called it when he won. I said I did. I called it and it had nothing to do with Joe Biden. I was just like, dude. The swing voters are the dumbest people in the world. Yeah, because you have a basic way you want the government to.
Well, think about it. If you're a swing voter and you're on if you don't know enough by the last day, how fucking ignorant are you? If you don't have enough information on either side by the last day.
Also, you like most people like do you want to spend money or do you want to not spend? Do you want it to be every man for himself or do you want it's like and I'm not like here to tell anybody like my way is the right way. It's just how I feel. So you vote, I vote. I'm like that's why I don't like people are like you need to post about Palestine. I'm like, why? I'm like, no. I was like, why? I was like, why? Like, yeah. I mean, I will like say something. I'm like if somebody asks my opinion, but I'm like, I am trying to be a break from that. Like, I don't do any politics
Faysal,
in my stand up. I remember I remember I used to be really, and I was like, what the fuck? All I'm doing is getting like people just coming at me that I don't even know. So I was like, why don't you post about? I was like, I'll post it in my close friends. I'll post it on Facebook where I actually know these people. Yeah. But I don't need. I was like, I also want to be like the world sucks right now.
Yeah, you want to be a break from that. Exactly. I remember taking shit for it.
I'll make fun of those people.
I'll make fun of all.
Yeah. I make fun of Biden.
But I'm not here to like tell you my opinion on. No. I mean, if you want my opinion on politics, maybe you'll get some of it on this podcast. But I'm like in my act.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make you laugh in the room. And
Yeah.
I remember I took shit for it during COVID.
Yeah.
During the whole
BLM.
the Black Lives Matter, the black square thing, when everyone had to post a black square unless you were racist on Instagram. Remember? Remember the black tile?
It was like the opposite of having a swastika sleeve.
Yeah, I was like, if you don't post that, you're racist. I'm like, I post butthole jokes.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, do you think people are coming to my page where literally every third joke is about going down on a chick, and then they're gonna come to me to find fucking racial equality? Like, no, my page is about dick jokes, guys. Like I'm not wading into those waters here. And because I didn't post it, I took shit. I'm like, well, then fucking unfollow me. Like you come here for a respite from that. Don't come here expecting me to give you that. You know,
It's literally like. It's literally.
I have views on police brutality. This is not the forum. My dick joke page is not the forum.
Yeah, it's you don't want to be like, hey guys, we need to like if you're going through your story, it's like, hey guys, police brutality is at all time high. We need to take care of blah blah blah. For every one white man, 3 black men are killed by the cops.
Yeah.
Also, I fucking ate this chick out, and she had toilet paper on her pussy.
Exactly.
It's almost the meme comedian equivalent to a girl posting an irrelevant caption with a thirst trap.
Oh yeah. Oh, exactly.
That's literally what it is. Like,
yeah.
It's like, hey guys, there's war in Palestine.
Yeah. I mean, look
at my tits.
You can see your nipple. This is not.
Yeah, dude.
Touching that wire.
Sorry. This one.
Yeah.
He's really amped up about this.
Oh, well, I get a little excited,
Yeah,
I want to jerk
politics.
off. I want to jerk off.
Yeah, but how did we get down this tangent? What were we talking about with the fucking like?
We were talking about politics. Not wanting to talk about
Alcohol's
politics.
how you got down this
Alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's right. But no, but that's not what we were
It
talking
all
about.
started from Casamigos, I think, and we launched on a 35-minute tirade.
No, but the
I meant the metaphorical alcohol. So it's taking you down.
What was the we were talking about whatever, trying to be a respite, and I fucking
not trying to make your act
unfun
to life gets in the way of life is not fun. You want when people come to the show to have a good time.
And I'm like, there's political comics. Like I actually forgot what we were talking about. We'll just go on this.
But some of them are known for it too. Like if you go to see Jon Stewart or Lewis Black or Bill Maher, to go to them for the political.
That's what
commentary.
I'm saying. Like you don't
come to me.
You don't need me.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I remember the first time I did West Palm. Very freaking, and I was like worried because because even Huntington Beach sometimes they
get a little far right.
Well, they're crazy. Yeah. But when I went to West Palm, I was like, all right, here goes nothing. Maybe they won't like me. Maybe they will. They love me. They were great, and they let me make fun of them. Like I was like, this person was staring at me, and I remember saying, I'm like, please stop looking at me like that. Your eyes say all lives matter, and they laughed, and they were like, they took the joke well, and I honestly, Republican rooms are usually more.
I've said
better.
This. It's so weird.
They take a joke better.
It turned like right when I started. I started in 2016, 2017.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought you were more OG than that.
No, man. I'm an old man. I am old, but
I just thought you were because you
comedy.
have great stage presence.
Oh, thanks, man.
I thought you just been around for a while.
No, that's the only compliment I'll take. I work hard at it. I care a lot about it.
As you should.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I noticed that early on, like my first 2 years, the liberal rooms were a little more loose, a little more. You could say whatever you want. And then as soon as Donald Trump fucking got in the White House after whatever it was, January 20th, 2017. The Republican rooms were fucking way easier because they could laugh at themselves. They wouldn't take themselves so seriously.
Yeah.
And honestly, they enjoyed, a guy from New York, a fucking loudmouth jerk off like me from New York.
Yeah.
A liberal guy coming down there and performing for them. They kind of get excited, like, oh, look at this guy. Like we thought we'd hate him, but he's fucking, he's cool. Like they appreciate you coming down. Whereas the hardest audience I play to this day are still in L.A. You're down Silver Lake, you say something fucking untoward, the room really clams up.
The West Side Comedy Club, if you say anything remotely not within the woke spectrum, they get so upset. That's it. That room.
You can feel them get tight. Like they go.
You got. I'm like, oh God, you guys are so freaking. You guys make us liberals look bad.
But the funny part about this, it's also Santa Monica. It's like the richest part of town. One of the nicest parts of town. Like everyone's doing all right.
Yeah,
you're going out on a 3rd Street promenade. Calm down.
It's fun.
You guys have it pretty good here.
The only Republican room that I didn't like was when I was in Austin, and Austin's liberal for Texas. They say like, oh, it's so liberal. I'm like, no, it's liberal for Texas.
Yeah.
I'm like, but there's Cap City, but that's where all the Republicans are.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Okay.
So they're in that rich mall that were next to Louis Vuitton. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is definitely Trump. They were like, and I had like, I used to do this joke about like Joe Biden wishing us happy Ramadan, and then versus Trump doing it. Did the Joe Biden part. I was featuring for Zhao Ying, so I did the Biden part, and I was like, happy Ramadan, and enjoy your stay. And I'm like, yeah, and they laughed because that's just fucking a great, it's making fun of. And then I was like, I was like, I can't even imagine Trump wishing me happy Ramadan if he wins because he didn't win yet. And then it was like happy Ramadan. When I'm back, you'll all be banned. Like that's all I said. I was like, you'll be back. Assalamu, stay in your countries. That's all I said, and took me 2-3 minutes to win the audience back. And they were literally like laughing so hard up until that point. So it wasn't like,
I bet it would go over well if he'd already won. That's the thing. Like,
I did win him.
No. I'm saying if he had won the election by then, it was too close to the time.
Oh yeah,
it was still on the
Sorry. I thought you said I won. Yeah, I was killing it, and then but
it might have been too close to the election for them to be.
But then I did those jokes in town, in like downtown Austin. Killed that, because they're all like, because they're liberal in downtown Austin. It's but in the suburbs.
But like you said, liberal for Texas.
It's liberal for Texas. They're liberal for Texas. Like, hey, maybe you can have an abortion 2 months into your pregnancy. I'm one of them. Yeah.
I'm a post birth abortion kind of when do kids form long term memory? Somewhere around 2. You should be able to board them up to then. Dude, that's where I stand on it. Dude, I'm pro death.
Dude, I literally I'm
pro abortion.
Dude, I have some of my friends' kids. I'm like, just start over. This one was not good. I'm like, how do I have beef with a 10-year-old little girl? I really, by the way, I have like 20 minutes in my act about how much I hate kids because everyone's like, are you guys gonna have kids? I was like, no.
I'm not a kids guy either. I
was like, in this world?
No, exactly.
I was like, dude, we went to, like the past year we went to like, besides being on the road, I was like, just on our vacations, we've been to Bali, we went to Miami, we went to New Orleans, and they're like, where are your kids? I was like, Bali, Miami, those are my kids. Yeah. I was like, dude, we have a kid. We might try again for another cat. I don't know. I love the cat. The cat is great. The cat appreciates me when I come home.
So I want to know how many parents. That's the thing about when people have kids, they're not fucking honest about it. Like, I want to know how many, really, if they did a real fucking study, and there's no way to do this because people lie whenever you ask them a question. But if you can get in their head, maybe Elon Musk can fix this with Neuralink.
Or with his 75 kids.
I want to know how many parents are disappointed with their kids.
Oh, dude, I can introduce you to my mom right now. She's like, he's comedian. The biggest joke he tell his life. She'll never say, I'm so proud of you. You at the Lafayette, they put your face on what they give you, $100 for the show. Oh my God. You're going to buy me house with your $100 from Laugh Factory once a week check. You stupid. Thank you. I come here to this country, I die for you, and my father died in jail as political prisoner, and you come here and you want to tell joke. You don't become doctor or lawyer. It's so funny. I was gonna go to law school, and then I discovered Molly and never went. I was literally like that. I didn't do drugs till I was like 26. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I can get over my dad, all the abuse with just this, with this, and there's house music and naked bitches. This is why we came to America.
But that is the truth of why people come to this country. Your mom's like, oh, I didn't come to this country for you to be free. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you came to the country to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's what you came here for.
Yeah, dude.
But it's true. Like, think about it. Like, how many parents, like, they say, oh, I love all my kids equally. No, you don't. You have a favorite. Oh, all my kids are great. No, I'm sure some of them disappointed you. Oh, I want to know what percentage of children are disappointments to their family. I'm going to guess a full 20%.
You think 20?
Full 20%.
You think it's that low? Dude, I would say it's like 50-50. Dude, it depends. Also,
you're forgetting below expectations, meets expectations, and exceeds expectations.
That's true.
I believe meets expectations is the biggest. Below expectations, I say 20%. Meets is probably a 40, and then 20% exceed.
I think people are delusional about how good their kids
or
are.
Whatever the math is. 30,
dude, it also depends. Also, culture It's
Yeah.
gonna, if it's like Asian or Middle Eastern,
they
it's
never-
95%.
they hate
But
their
like
kids.
white people, I think that for the most part,
Yeah,
you might be 20%.
white Americans, they think their kids are fucking, all of them are walking on water, and they're not. Most of your kids suck in this country. Let me tell you.
Like I'd say black families. I would say it's well, we can't ask the dads, right? So, 'cause they're not, but we'll ask them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, so your already sample set is cut in half.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, we came out hot.
Yeah, dude.
all right,
that's a good way to get fucking. I'm
perfect.
glad.
All right, so towards the end of the podcast here, I like to do a little bit of the news, but I choose the stories. So
You make up your own.
No. Yeah, like the New York Times. No. I just I picked some of the ones that I found interesting that I want to get your take on.
Yeah.
This first one, and I don't know how this is possible, but it says people who wake up before 7 a.m. in the morning are usually healthier and happier. According to a recent research study, people who wake up before 7 a.m. are generally healthier and happier. Early risers report more positive emotions, greater life satisfaction, and lower levels of depression and anxiety. Morning light helps regulate the body's internal clock and boosts serotonin and mood-enhancing hormones. Plus, those who wake up early are more likely to have consistent routines and healthy habits like exercise, which improve overall health and well-being. Now, do you think people who wake up before 7 o'clock are happier than those who don't?
As someone who has a cat that wakes him up at the crack of dawn, I say no. No.
I was going to say no because most people I know who wake up before 7 have a fucking day job and they hate it.
So it's so funny.
You know what I'm saying?
My
Like-
favorite is that person that posts like, "Yeah, early rise and grind." I'm like, "Bitch, you were just scheduled." like it's like you get your fucking go to Starbucks, go to your shop, like rise and grind, make that money. I'm like, you're an hourly employee, and the people with real money. You have to make their latte. So get the don't fucking like gaslight me into thinking you're.
Also, what does it matter the time of the day? Like,
No, it doesn't.
If you're awake the same 18 hours most people are awake or whatever, whatever it is.
How much else do you not sleep much? You say 8 to 6. You get 6 hours of sleep.
Well, 6 to 8 hours most people.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're up 6 to 8, if you're not asleep for 6 to 8 hours, it doesn't matter what time of day. You have the same time hours in a day that people have. So like what you get done in that
doesn't matter.
time shouldn't matter.
Dude, if you go to Spain, they are
love
my
that.
favorite country in the world.
So I've never been to Spain, but I've been to Argentina, and they do siesta the same way. They take it for fucking real. From 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock, everything is closed.
Yeah, it's
everything. Is closed.
Spain's not like that anymore, unfortunately. But like they like it's like a hey chill thing. But no, they are night people. They eat dinner at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, in Argentina, if you go to dinner before 9 p.m., you're a loser.
Dude, like you're gonna eat while the sun's up. It's not dinner. Like, dude, they and they wake up. It's fine. It's just how it shifts. Like. It's
They all agreed on the time frame. Like, hey, from 10 to midnight, we're gonna eat dinner. We're gonna go to work at 10. We're gonna take siesta at 3, and then we'll come back to work at 5. Like,
Yeah.
They just all agreed on this is the schedule.
Yeah.
And everyone gets it.
Yeah, and it's great. And I think like, dude, as someone who's had to wake up, I've never been a morning person my entire life, and I think it's because I have ADHD. Because you don't.
Yeah. Once
sleep.
you get down, you get down. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
no,
fall
yeah.
asleep.
It takes when I didn't realize how tired I was because my mind's just racing.
Yeah.
So anyway, like, dude, no, it doesn't matter. Like, I used to be like, I remember I was the healthiest and the most fit in my life when I was like, waking up at like 10 or 11. Because, dude, especially like for us, we do sets. Sometimes we have to eat dinner at like midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, chicken fingers in the fucking green room.
Yeah.
At the chuckle fucker.
At the chuckle box.
Yeah, the chuckle
At the chuckle fucker. Chuckle fucker's what you.
Oh yeah,
Is that you and Jeff after? He's like,
yeah, chuckle fucker me.
yeah. You is it you, Jeff, and Josh? You guys,
exactly.
the three,
a little three-way scissoring.
the three
male scissoring. I don't know if that's possible.
the three fuckboys of comedy. Nah, that's Mark Hayes. He's the fuckboy. No, I'm just kidding. I love Mark.
Shout out Mark Hayes. I gotta get him on the podcast, but unfortunately, people won't understand him.
Yeah. You have subtitles on the
Yeah,
podcast?
speak English.
Dude, my girlfriend like loves him. Because
I love him. He's a great guy.
I think it's hilarious. I love it. I love watching him because because like if like the audience doesn't like catch it, then he just blames them for being slow.
Yeah.
And he's like, awfully slow crowd. He's like, you're fucking a bit retarded. We had a boy back there that was retarded. And it's like, I think he's so fucking funny. And my girlfriend loves it because he's also Irish. So it's like,
There you go.
Yeah.
Listen to this. So, according to a new study, people who repeatedly post about their workouts on social media are more likely to have psychological problems, Mikey. A study from Brunel University in London found
Let's
that... do one more. Please, have them all. A study from Brunel University in London found that individuals who frequently post about their workouts on social media often exhibit narcissistic traits. The research suggests that these posts are motivated by a desire for attention and validation from the online community. While sharing fitness achievements can be a form of self-expression, the study indicates that such behavior may be linked to underlying psychological needs for admiration. I couldn't think of a more obvious fucking fact.
I was gonna say, like, did they waste money researching this, or was this just like done by common sense? It's like you take up a source, just fucking
I could
my
have
brain.
asked ChatGPT this and it would have given me the answer 5 minutes ago.
Dude, you don't need an AI for this. You just need to be awake yourself. You don't even need actual intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, look, I get. What I like is when people like post something. Like a buddy of mine's doing this. He lives in Atlanta now, and he's a new father. He's a comedian and an actor, and his wife's an actress, and they obviously.
Oh yeah, because there's all the filming is there.
Atlanta.
Thanks, Newsom.
Yeah, right. Fucking that up, Gavin.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, I put on some weight. We had the first kid. He's like, so now, it's daddy gym time. Every morning he posts like, I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's keeping you honest. Like, you're
holding yourself accountable because then you're not gonna.
So I like that. But it's like, rise, like you said, rise and grind, fucking, gotta get up first, that whole Marky Mark thing, I get up at 4 a.m.
I get up at 3 a.m.
You're sleeping.
I eat a whole fucking poached egg.
Yeah.
I reverse poach it in my ass. Yeah. and then I'm lifting, bud.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
And
by 6:30, I'm praying. I'm already
at 6:30, I'm praying. Yeah. By the way, that was my actual dick and boogie nights. I don't know if you know that. And guess what? Then I'm doing crunches while feeding the baby. Yeah. I breastfeed the baby. It's whey protein in each tit. Yeah. 30 grams each tit every morning. That's why the baby's so big and strong, yeah? It's like
it's whey protein.
But at least he's like an actor and you wanna see. Like it's like I don't want like dude, it's so funny how
it's whey protein in each tit.
It's whey protein. Each nipple has 30 grams every time. That's your daily allowance. That baby's like eating 1 pound per gram because of me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't forget that I burned the Chinese guy alive.
Yeah, he fucking almost killed the guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he beat him with a pipe. He almost killed him.
Dude, he spent so much money getting that scrubbed.
Oh, he's a fucking
good guy.
asshole. I can't wait to make it so I can trash Mark Wahlberg publicly too.
Oh no, dude, he's a nice guy. He's a reformed guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
You met him? Okay.
I met him. I met him as a waiter, and so that's how you know when someone's really nice.
That's what I worry about. I worry about these guys who fucking tell you how to live your life, and like, are you really that? Did you really change?
Very polite, very nice, very generous. He was
because
OJ I used to work in Calabasas. So
OJ didn't change. A lot of these people, like,
OJ. Well, he's innocent, so
he never played for the Lakers or the Rams.
Oh yeah, dude. If he would have played for the Rams, I would have fucking stood outside.
You would have been there? Yeah.
I would have been there. I'd be like, well, come on, let the he wasn't that great in the NFL, was he?
You'd have been driving instead of Al Cowlings.
Instead of Al Cowlings, it's Al Qaeda. That was before we had terrorism.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I miss when the Iranians were the ones that they hated.
Right? It was a whole different time.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny because I used to tell my mom like, hey, these people are racist towards me because of the thing in Iran. She's like, tell them you're from Iraq. I was like, they don't know the difference.
They don't know fucking.
They're like they also think that 7-Eleven guy is also Arab.
Yeah, Indian, Arab.
Yeah,
same thing to them.
Yeah, it's like I have to like it's so funny because I did Reno. Have you ever done Reno?
Oh yeah.
Dude, so that Laugh Factory. I remember I ate such a big dick the first night. And I went heavy into the Arab jokes, and then like I was opening for Bill Dawes, and he was like, dude, first of all, Thursday night always sucks. Yeah. Okay, but and he's like, they might not even those old white people might not even know what an Arab is.
I don't know.
So the way I got them is like I was like, so you guys even know what an Arab is? And sometimes people said no. I was like, well, you guys have 7-Elevens here and Indians. I was like, well, they're 7-Eleven. I'm 9-11. And then that laughed, and then it broke the ice, and then they got it. Yeah. And then I was able to do, and I also just started, like, I just scrapped the Arab shit. Yeah. But, they were like, oh, God, that fucking Punjabi Mexican was funny.
That Punjabi. Let me ask you a question. Why do and I think maybe it's an LA thing, because I don't remember in New York the Iranians calling themselves Persian, but why do the Iranians in LA call themselves Persians and not Iranian?
It's so funny. I don't
right?
I don't know, but
because Persia hasn't been a country since before fucking Jesus.
But they also claim to be the oldest country of all time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
What is that?
Dude, your country starts over when you topple the Shah. Yeah. You can't just say that.
Yeah.
Like, dude, at least Saudi Arabia, we're honest. We've been around for 100-some years. So, like, it's like, I like, because they used to be like, they used to say, oh, they don't let women drive. I was like, well, where was this country at 100 years? Yeah. And then they're like, but we have the internet. I was like, shut the fuck up and mind your business. You want to pay $19 for gas? And I just like start like my accent comes in out of nowhere. What the hell your problem? My friend?
Start cursing in Arabic.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Abnel Kel, by the way, that's a son of a bitch.
Oh, I know. I learned
did you date an Arab chick?
No, I learned to curse in Arabic because all the bodegas in New York and Queens when I was growing up were run by Egyptians.
Oh, dude, they have the funniest accent because they put Z's where Z's don't belong.
It all sounds the same to me.
Yeah, Indian, Persian. Yeah, the Persians are hilarious. It's funny because I always like equate Armenians. I was like, that's like the LA version of a Guido.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be the most accurate fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you guys don't have Italians out here. You have Armenians.
Yeah, our Italians are refined.
Yeah, their chest hair, the gold chains, the too much cologne,
Little bit of fraud.
Yeah. There's like the Jersey. It's like the West Coast Jersey Shore.
Yeah, dude. Glendale is just basically the shore without a beach. Dude.
Yeah, it's the Staten Island of LA.
Yeah, they're like, I'm like, you guys get a white BMW, but it's leased in like a dead grandmother's name.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like,
white on white everything.
And like they changed the license plate. Dude, do you ever hear about the Persian? I'm sorry, not Persian, Armenian tire thing that they
I heard that recently.
Yeah, they finally they Avis or whatever.
It was like a major fraud. It was like they were like
doing it for
18 or 20 people. Like they rounded up a bunch of people.
Oh wait, what are you talking about?
They rounded up like an Armenian fucking gang that was scamming people.
The Armenian mafia?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about what they do. Like they used to do until the rent-a-car places caught on. So you need a tire change. You rent the same car as yours for like the $30 a day or whatever. You switch the tires. You get the new ones from like Budget Rent-A-Car or something. And they used to do it up until
I'm gonna cut this out because I'm gonna get my fucking tire shit.
Yeah. No, well, they caught on to it. So fucking internet blew the cover. It used to be called the Armenian hookup.
So how do they check the tire? They have like GPS
Now
on tires now.
Oh, I think they now they
How do I get around this?
I don't know, bro. Talk to an Armenian. You gotta have at least one Armenian friend because they'll show you how to get like shit hooked up. Like, dude, I'm
sure I got some Armenian friends.
Oh, of course you. Wait, you never bought a cell phone? Dude, if you go outside right now, I guarantee you'll smell one. You have to get past my cologne and see a smell their cologne. See, I wear like I wear Cartier and Paco Rabanne. You go listen. The smell for Armani.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Armenian isn't. You can't smell Armenian without
Aqua di Gio. Heavy.
Aqua di Gio.
Real heavy.
Dude, I don't want to shit with Armenians though. They're gonna be like, hey bro, I heard you talking shit, bro.
Hey, talking shit, bro.
Talking shit.
All right, this last one's crazy. OnlyFans has beat Apple and Nvidia in revenue per employee. OnlyFans is turning heads in the business world after raking in a staggering $31 million per employee, more than 5 times that of Apple and Nvidia. So in terms of revenue per employee, in terms of major companies out there, OnlyFans ranks number 1 in terms of revenue per employee. Apple and Nvidia have I think $5.5 million and $5 million each revenue per employee. In OnlyFans, $31 million in revenue. So they made OnlyFans made $8 billion on whatever that is divided by how many employees, whereas Apple made $5 million per employee. They have obviously many more.
Well, the thing is, like, OnlyFans doesn't have like the main source of income isn't on their payroll.
No, that's what I'm saying. So what that's exactly right. What made me think is, does this make the CEO of OnlyFans the biggest pimp of all time? I mean, it really does, right?
A lot of independent contractors.
He's really pimping. He's really pimping.
Dude, it's like Uber. Like, they don't own a car.
That's what I'm saying. They don't own a car, but they're the biggest car service in the world. Dude, he doesn't own a hooker, but he's selling the most pussy in the world.
It's like Airbnb. Dude, he fucking Airbnb'd pussy. Yeah. Actually, it was actually a girl for a long time. That was she just stepped down.
Away?
She stepped out. Yeah, I think she's like doing other things now. Yeah. It's so funny because OnlyFans did not start off as like this porn thing. Did you know that?
No.
It was supposed to be for like celebrities to.
Yeah, it was like a cameo.
It was supposed to be like like this, like they were like trying, and then they were like, and then porn stars got into it. Dude, and then your fucking the girl your neighbor, then your girl, like, dude, it was so funny during COVID when I saw like the broke girls in LA who couldn't go out and get.
No company made more money off of the fucking pandemic than OnlyFans.
Oh, dude,
OnlyFans exists because of the pandemic.
Dude, they keep trying to like branch out too because like they're doing the specials for people, which they passed on me, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not good at social media.
It's all right, I didn't even try to.
Right, no, they didn't. I didn't try out for them. Someone recommended me, and they were like, "No, we're good."
Yeah.
They do. They've given some specials to a lot of hacks. By the way, I'm not. Gonna, I like. By the way, I never talk about anybody's set, but I'm drunk.
Well, we won't name names. We'll name it after the show.
We won't name names, but it was funny though. They backed up the fucking bus to get Whitney and Bert though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
it didn't help them at all.
It didn't help them at all. And like Whitney's special was really good actually. I downloaded OnlyFans TV and then I got tired of seeing that logo on my Apple TV.
Yeah.
To watch, and I was like,
LMFOF, whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's like OnlyFans TV. And I'm like, and then so they think me and my girl are just into some weird shit in the living room. I'm like, no, they have like shows. Like, yeah, I bet they have shows. Yeah. But dude, that's so funny.
I mean, think about the genius of it. Like, so this guy, an old school pimp had to like protect his hoes. You know, like he had to keep his stable. He had to straighten them out and make sure they paid.
Gator needs his get.
Right, Gator needs his get. This guy. He doesn't give them any protection, right?
Not even condoms.
No, nothing. No, so they can do private meetups. It's not his fucking problem. He doesn't have to protect them. He gets his money off the top, right? So before he pays them, he takes his money, rip, right? And he's going to sell they're in the middle of selling the company. They're asking for $8 billion.
I think that's cheap for them.
Well, I mean, cheap for them. I mean, relative to what? I mean, how do you sell online prostitution to another buyer?
I feel like as a Saudi I should know this.
No, yeah, exactly. No, but the thing is, it's you and I get how the business model works, but banks don't want to finance this. This is the problem. Like Wall Street doesn't like to get involved in shady business like this.
Oh yeah, no. So I do get that.
You know,
is OnlyFans publicly traded?
No, it's a privately owned company. They're trying to sell it. They're guessing the value is going to be anywhere between $8 to $10 billion. But the guy paid himself $1 billion. The guy who owns it outright paid himself $1 billion last year, like just straight up $1 billion for himself.
Yeah,
and he still paid out, a couple billion to all the creators out there. Yeah. But I mean, he took the pimping game to like the fucking nth degree. Dude, fuck. What's his name? The guy who wrote Slim. He wrote the book Pimp. Slim something or other.
Yeah.
There's a very famous book called Slim's. Hang on.
Yeah.
There's a book called Pimp. Written by Slim.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, go for it. But yeah, no, it's
I don't have service in your dungeon.
It's great. It's like great, like as a business model and as like everything. Dude, it's funny because like I have some friends who work they were in the industry.
I know a lot of guys do it, and great for them. But I'm saying this guy's making his end big time.
Oh yeah, no, it's so funny because like so my friend she's actually a porn star. And I say genuine star. She like because I'm from the valley. So,
I have girls on this all the time. I love you.
Yeah. So she's that's the only reason I watch it. I'm kidding.
That's why I'm on.
That's why I'm on. I was gonna sniff the seat after it. I'm kidding. But no. Oh God. I hope my girlfriend watches this.
I wish you would have cut in the women on this. Hey, all right, of this $8 billion I'm going to get, I'll give you each.
Thank you. At least like to the top. Slice. At least to the top.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's your top 20 creators.
And Tyga. You got to break up Tyga.
Yeah. Whoever. But I'm saying like no guy has pimped has gone bigger in the pimp game and give less to his hoes than this guy.
Dude, that's it used to be being a pimp used to be a honorable profession.
Yeah, he used to be on the street protecting these women.
Yeah,
this guy he ain't out there protecting them.
Yeah.
But he's not out there straightening them out, telling them what the rules are.
Mark Wahlberg would wake up at 3 a.m. with these hoes. Hey, you bitches.
That's a professional callback right there.
You bitches need some protein? I got 30 grams per titty. Hey, it's whey protein right here, man.
Come on, abs.
Come on, Cinnamon. You're the weakest. Get over here.
Do them Kegels. Do the pussy tight.
You gotta keep it tight. I wake up at 4 a.m. and I do butthole Kegels. Am I gonna get railed back there? I'm not ruling anything out. It hasn't happened. Yeah. But did you hear that? Did you hear that some poor guy beat a Chinaman when I was a kid and it wasn't me? And I was actually in downtown Boston at the time.
Yeah, I was there.
But like, dude, yeah, that's such a good gimmick that he's got going on. Yeah, but what I was saying with my friend, she used to charge like $25 a month for her stuff, and then after the pandemic, when like your fucking the girl who peaked in high school started going on there, you're like, oh well, I kind of wanted to see what Cindy's tits look like, and then you're like, oh shit, oh damn, and it's like I remember, it's like oh good, the milk's gone bad, but and then but like it was like she's like now it's like can't do more than like 10.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It got oversaturated,
Well,
so these girls got to come up with something new, and that's where you and I come. We got to figure out a way to pimp these hoes different in 2026.
You know what you know.
Yeah, we got to start it. We got brainstorming for the next OnlyFans.
We got to do we got to pull a Jamie Masada. You know, the owner of Laugh Factory.
Oh, what's that? Hire comics and not pay them?
No, that was how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? That is my good friend. You haven't got your check yet? I get paid. No. You remember when Mitzi Shore wasn't paying the comics and they striked
in the 80s?
Yeah. She never paid the comic, and then he did. That's how Laugh Factory. He was like, it was like just like. Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta cut them in more.
Yeah, just give them a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. Yeah, we don't have to give them. We don't have to freaking. We don't have to we don't have to split it with them.
Yeah.
We can also.
You know what? You pay them what they're worth, but wait a while.
It's kind of
right. Like, hey, you want to get your check? You got to go to New York to get it. You do that move. It's there. It's there.
It's there.
It's waiting for you. You got to go.
Oh, I live in New York. Oh, well, the New York checks are in LA.
Yeah.
It's like
and then you get to do that, and then you get to do that club. Like, oh yeah, when you're gonna pick the up here, you gotta go.
Also, did you fill out for? We gotta get really bureaucratic. Did you fill out Form B? Yeah. Form B. Oh, you did. Well, you did it before Form A, so now we gotta start all over. Dude, it's funny because it's like you can literally just have to like. You have to treat them like shit. And then, like a real pimp, you have to treat them like shit, and then give them a reward. Yeah. Like you know, it's kind of like hey, I didn't smack you upside your head today because you made daddy some money. Yeah, and you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. That's what my thought is. My thought is if we do come up with like the OnlyFans 2.0, we offer them health care.
Fuck, see, I didn't. Dude, right? What the hell, dude? Like, we could be like Butters in South Park. Right?
Just say, hey. We'll pay you the same rate, but we'll give you dental. We'll give you dental.
We'll give you dental. And we give you. There's nobody giving you that.
Nobody giving you dental.
Not Brazzers. Not.
Yeah.
There's no debt.
I don't see Xvids pulling up with the dental plan,
dude. You know? Exactly. Like, dude. Yeah. It's like, come on. Also, PTO.
Yeah. Exactly.
You don't want to work that week?
Yeah. Call out.
Call out. We'll pay your fee. For that day, and it's like you
get 5 PTO days every decade.
Or fuck it, we could go like a corporate place that treats their employees like shit and just have pizza parties.
Yeah, throw a Friday pizza party.
It's a pizza party, and we'll double cut it like
like in elementary school when they would just slice it into thin little strips.
I remember, and people like to make fun of that. I'm like, but do you know how much a teacher makes? They usually paid for that shit themselves. Dude. That teacher probably didn't eat that.
Yeah, that was like, their lunch.
They're that dude. It was it's so funny.
I feel so bad, dude. I'm so glad I finally got you to do this. Bro.
Oh, dude, thank you. It was really fun.
Oh, it's a good time. Where can people find you?
On OnlyFans. The Real Face Instagram. That's really all I'm on. I'm not a big social guy. I'm working on.
But you have the show. You still run the show down in.
I have a monthly at the Improv. I have a weekly show at the Laugh Factory. Right now, it's every Wednesday at 9:45. It's called title it Industry Night, so to give people in the industry a discount, so they could use the promo code and they get like 50% off. That's how I was able to pitch it to Laugh Factory. So we kind of like it's great.
One of the real hustlers in LA. I got born and bred here, fucking doing it in town.
Yeah.
I don't know how you made it in comedy, starting here and
without being funny too.
I don't know. You had me laughing today, brother.
No, thank you, man.
Appreciate this, man.
I
Love
appreciate
you. All right, guys. Obviously, you can follow me at Randy Valero. Follow the podcast at Ready Set Blow. All the shows you said at the beginning, but I don't because I don't care. I want you to follow my guests. Follow the Real Face. All right, guys. Love you. Peace.